the owners of Field Compost. Here at Field Compost we produce many peat-free products, both in the big bags, like the builder's bags, and the small bags. Today we're going to concentrate and have a look at how we fill and seal and stack our small bags, which are in the barn behind me. So let's go. So when an order is placed here at Field Compost, we then work out which day the delivery is going to take place. And in order to get the orders down to the production facility, rather than keep running in and out all day long telling people what they've got to make, we use something called a Trello board. So every day all the orders go on this board, and then the guys in the shed here then work out what they've got to make. So they are making tomorrow's deliveries, which are already made, with the name of the customer and who's delivering it as well. So it's a very simple and very, very good method of communicating orders and any information down to the site. So before we put the product in the bag, the first thing is we have to make the product. So today what we're making is lawn dressing. So here it is in the bay ready to bag. So it's our Field 4 4mm compost lawn dressing. And here we have Keith on the loader. He's got a bucket full of Field 4, and what he does is he lifts it up and then tips it into the hopper of the bagging line. So the hopper holds about 2 cubic metres of lawn dressing. So the lawn dressing gets fed into the bagging line, so it falls into this other hopper and it goes up this belt, and the belt feeds it into the bags. Now this one works on weight, so what we do is we alter the weight down here depending on what product we're putting into the bag. So these bags are 40 litres, and we'll weigh them so we get the weight correct. So each bag has got 40 litres in it. So what we're doing here is we're putting the product, which is the lawn dressing, into the bag. So Kevin picks the bag up, he puts it onto the bagger, and he's got a little button down there which he presses with his foot, which opens the jaws up, which grabs the bag. And once the bags fall off, he puts another bag on and then straightens the bag up and feeds it through the heat sealer. Machine here is our heat sealer, so that seals the bag. So as you can see, as the bag passes through, it melts the bag, the two sides of the bags together to create a solid seal. So once the bags have come through the heat sealer and they're properly sealed, each bag has got a series of micro holes up the side of the bags. So what happens here is the bags are then getting kicked through the bag kicker onto a belt which feeds it through the bag press. And what the bag press is doing is it's forcing all the air through the micro holes in the side of the bag. So it's flattening the bag and forcing the air out of the bag. So after the bag press, the next section is a flat long conveyor which then feeds the bags towards the pallet stacker. The pallet stacker then stacks the bags into layers of 5, and we go 10 high, so there's 50 bags on a pallet, and we can control it by the remote, which starts and stops it. So the bagging line here we've actually had for several years, so we keep adding to it and making it better. So we added the continual heat sealer last year, or 2 years ago, and we added the bag stacker 2 years ago. Prior to buying the bag stacker, we used to stack all these on a pallet by hand. So as you can see, by having the pallet stacker, it's saving an awful lot of backache. once the pallet is full, it's loaded, so it's got 50 bags on there, Kevin then pops in with the forklift, lifts the pallet off, takes the pallet, removes the pallet from the palletiser, and then he'll put the pallet on the pallet wrapper, ready for wrapping. So once the pallet is in position on the wrapper, we then tear off a hood, and then we cover the pallet, and the hood prevents the water from ingressing into the bags. Once the hood is in place, we then grab the end of the wrap, which is on the machine, press the button, tuck the wrap into the bags, the pallet spins and it covers the pallet. So we've started a bag collection scheme to collect up small bags to recycle them into this pallet wrap. And these are the bags that have been collected from a customer. These will then get baled and go to a recycler and get turned into the black wrap. So hopefully we'll be able to do another video when we get the baler, and we'll show you exactly what's going to happen. So once the pallet is fully wrapped, we then break the wrap off, tie it to the bottom of the pallet to secure it, and then what Kev will do is then write on the pallet what's in the bags and on the pallet and the date they were bagged. Once the pallets are wrapped and labelled, we then pick them up with a forklift and we move them out here, which is just outside the barn, into a stockpile area or a holding area. And from here, we either then deliver them straight from here, or they'll go down to our warehouse, which is in the next village. So this is our warehouse, and we've currently got about 400 pallets in here, ready for the spring. So every product we make is in here on a pallet. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you found it interesting. If you'd like to find out more about what we do as a small business, our products and how we make them, please like and subscribe.